Yo, man, what up? This the boy Dame. You're now tuned in to Thizzler.com. CMG, what up?
I'm from the Bay, bruh. I'm from the Bay, bruh.
Under the Bay.
Even though I can't come home to you, even though I can't go home, girl, you know that I do you. You know I do you. Girl, you know I do you.
I'm the plug in the Bay. Like, I put a lot of stuff together, so started off at radio, began to DJ, moved on to A&R work. I just put the pieces together for everybody, so that's it.
Sprite real muddy. I like the one my Asian girl sucky. I used to fuck my ex bitch without a condom.
I ran into Chewy Gomez one day. I just told him I wanted to be on radio. I gave him my background. He was like, come to the station. So came to the station, he threw the mic in my face, and the rest, the boy Dame, it starts from there. The rest is history again. Man, just being at the radio station, and as soon as my emotion would get off from DJing in the morning, it'd just be an open DJ set there. And he just used to be like, download this program and go in there and practice. So I just started learning the basics of it, of mixing and stuff like that. And next thing I know, he'd tell me like, yo, it's a party this weekend. I need you to help me do this. And just start learning and getting a passion for it. So that's how that started.
I do you. Licking on your body, how you screaming hallelujah. Panties on soaking, now you turn.
Man, I think I started at KMEL at like 20 years old probably. So like, I was in college, so probably like my junior year of college, started. And I've been stuck with those two since then. They can't get rid of me.
Girl, you know that I do you. You know I do you. Girl, you know
I went to school in Atlanta, so like I do radio breaks in class, like in California. And then I traveled a lot, so I come back home like once a month, go straight to the radio station, host parties and all that. So people really didn't know that I wasn't in the Bay. A lot of people thought I was still here, but I was really in like school, stepping out of class, going to the bathroom, like, oh, let me do this quick break for Chewy and stuff like that. So yeah, shout out to Atlanta, man. Owe them a lot of money.
Even though I can't go home, girl, you know that I do you.
He had a show at the New Parish in Oakland, and I was doing radio at the time, so I just went on there to introduce myself, like went on his bus to introduce myself. We kind of like, you know, we became cool off that, and then he was in LA and was like, yo, I'm at the studio, come by. And I was like, yo, the Bay in LA ain't that close. But I just took a chance and drove out there, and he was like, you got some beats for me? First beat I picked was Act Right. And the rest is history. I became CMG, A&R at CMG. Yeah, that's like a real success story if you think about it. Like,
that's kind of a crazy story.
Took that drive, yeah. So yeah, but yeah, shout out to Yo Gotti, B Mims, the whole team, Keon, Big Juk. Shout out to everybody. Man, I was A&Ring for Yo Gotti and just trying to build my resume as an A&R. And I couldn't get people to like take my other records. Like people didn't believe in them like that. So me just loving music and loving being in the studio, I just started creating my own vision for these records. So I just reached out to some of my friends who was actually in the industry as artists, told them the vision, they believed in it. I was like, oh, cool. So then once they did the records, I just had complete records, and I was like, maybe I should try this DJ Khaled thing. Like, talked it over with a few big homies, and they was like, run with it. So that's how Do Ya came along. I reached out to Adrian, Ty Dolla, and Eric Bellinger. The rest is history. We dropped the record last week.
It's obvious I can't lie. Girl, you super thick, you know you hella fine.
Man, we hit like 100,000 plays in like 7 days on SoundCloud. They premiered it on Pandora. Big Vine premiered it. My Emotion premiered it. Both stations in the Bay premiered it. Sirius is playing it like nonstop. Shout out to the Heat. And Atlanta even rocking with me tough too. So shout out to all the DJs in Atlanta who's supporting me in the clubs right now. And on the blogs, I hit every blog site, I believe. So shout out to Thizzler, they premiered it too, man. Hometown love.
Word up to Thizzler for helping the nigga make it.
Thizzler on the roof.com.